I need to do this off camera. I'll be back. I accidentally gave myself the worst Angry Bird eyebrows I've ever seen in my life, so I'm gonna clean it up with the Good Apple foundation and like a little flat brush. Not my most favorite brows ever, but whatever. I'm wiping off the bake and we're gonna go in with bronzer and powder blush. I'm using a powder bronzer from the Tartist Pro Glow palette. This came in an Ipsy bag as well. In the color Sculpt. It's like the only powder bronzer in there, but it's like the perfect color. It's not too warm, not too cool. For blush, girl, I went deep into the archives. This is in the back of my blush drawer. It's the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Vivid Swirl Blush in the color Guava. I don't know, I just feel like this is the exact color that I need to match my sweater. Like, damn. Okay, now I'm gonna spray everything down with the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I've actually really been liking this. I really do think that this is helping my makeup last a lot too. It's very heavily scented though, so if you don't like that, don't get it. I found that highlighter. It's the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl and Gilded Honey. If you know, you know. Now, I prefer shimmery blush, so I'm just going to take a big giant brush and a bunch of that highlighter, and I'm just going to kind of stay up where my highlighter is going to be, but I'm going to like slowly bring it down. So it's almost like I'm putting the highlighter on, but I'm also kind of putting it over my blush a little. And now I'm going to put the highlighter on like I normally would, and it'll blend so beautifully. Going in with that highlighter just where I want it, and then blending it out with the brush and my finger. I don't care how much y'all try to push that clean girl, minimal makeup, I'm always going to do my highlighter like this. You couldn't pry it from my cold dead hands. I just sprayed a little bit more setting spray. Now I'm going to take just the clean side of my sponge and kind of tap over it. And that's going to settle it down a little bit more, make it look a little bit more natural. I'm not really going for natural, but a little more natural than what it looked like. That Milani Make It Last setting spray is a little luminous, and I don't really like that, so I'm going to go back in with that powder foundation and just a tiny bit touch up in the center parts of my face so that they're not too shiny. Per usual, always going to use a little bit of the How Many Carrots highlighter by Fenty on top of my highlighter just to make it even more sparkly. There, I feel like you can see it a little bit better how blended it looks in real life. Okay, we're quickly going to jump back to the eyes. I'm just using the same bronzer. And this is the same eye look I do every single day. It's just one color right there. And then I'm just going to slowly blend it all out until it's diffused. Okay, now I'm just using a shimmery gold. This is just like, I could use the same highlighter, but this is the highlighter I usually use. And I'm just going to do that like right in here and blend that out. When I place my inner corner highlight, I make sure that I put it here and then I bring it up. See how this comes up really far? That's what's opening my eyes and making them look super like bright and awake. So definitely try that. You'll love it. I've talked about this product multiple times before, but this is the Blursh Lights in the color Drip Drip from Made by Mitchell. I always use this on my inner corner now because I can't stop. Watch how pretty it is. I just put a little on my fingers. Hold on, let me find you some different lighting again. This is the weirdest angle, but I feel like you can kind of see how sparkly it is right there. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I'm gonna speed up my nose contour so you can watch me do it. Filled in my moles with the same brow tint pen that I use. Just did a little bit of some pencil liner in my tight line and some liquid liner just across the top of my eye. I'm gonna put my lashes on. I'll be right back. For the lip, I'm gonna use the same brown lip liner I use all the time, which is NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick in the color Goin' Desnuda. And then I think I'm gonna use this Juvia's Place Pink Lady Glow blush as my lipstick today. Honestly, that's kind of serving. Love it. So I gotta go to work. Have a good day. Hopefully this was helpful. Bye. Fuck about the beat. I was trying to beat a case, but I ain't beat that case. Bitch, I did the race. Beat it up where I'm not shorty. Let's go. I know you wanna love, but I just wanna. Yeah. Girl, you know the deal. I gotta keep. Get ready with me for my birthday party. The beat has to be absolutely flawless today, okay? I'm starting with one, so I secure the sweat primer. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I do know that I have to be absolutely stunningly gorgeous and beautiful afterwards. I was gonna do my foundation and base first, but I'm just gonna do my eyebrows really quick and just get them out of the way. So I'll be right back. Okay, low key, I feel like it's easier to do your brows when you don't have any other makeup on. Like, I should just do them first, anyways. I don't know why I ever stopped. From here, I'm just gonna jump straight into the base, I think, because I'm just gonna do like a smoky neutral eye later. So I feel like it's okay if I do the base first. For foundation, I'm using Juvia's Place Eye Magic with a little bit of LA Girl Pro mixing liquid in the blue one. It's just gonna lighten it up and make it a little bit more neutral. I'm gonna mix those together and use that for my foundation. Okay, foundation's on. I know I look a little scary right now, but just trust the process. This is Elf Camo Concealer. I'm doing this color for coverage, and then I'm going to use Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 22 for highlighting later, but I'm going to let this sit for a second. While the concealer sits, I'm going to use Made by Mitchell Curve Case in the shade medium. I'm going to use Caramel Chisel for my contour. I don't want it to be too crazy dark, but I also want to give like sculpted, Like the face has to be beat today. And then out of the same curve, get ready with me for work. I am gonna do some purple or maybe blue eyeshadow today. I'm not sure. This is the shirt I'm gonna wear today. It's a Pisces shirt. I was like, period. I need to represent. But it's got lots of blue and purple on it. I've really been craving purple eyeshadow, so I low key want to do purple. But the majority of the shirt is blue, so I'm like, is that dumb? I don't know. I can't decide. Okay, so I was just looking through all my makeup trying to figure out what palette I'm going to use, and I remember that I have this Afro Galactic palette from Juvia's Place, and it has this color in it called Wakanda, where you can see it's like blue and like teal, and then it's like purple. This has so many duochrome colors in it. Like, this is a really good palette. I love it. But I don't think that has enough mattes in it for me. So I'm gonna keep looking. Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna use the Blend Bunny palette, the Ellis Atlantis Blend Bunny palette. We're gonna use some of the blues and purples in here. I don't know what yet. I'm just putting some white eyeshadow on my brow bone for now, because I don't know what colors I want to do in the crease right now. I'm really indecisive. So this is the eyeshadow. I feel like it's probably gonna be best if I use like the deeper purples in the crease, because I feel like that's the color that you see the most when the shine isn't on it. You know what I mean? I feel like you see more of the purple versus the green that's shiny. You know what I mean? I don't know. We're just gonna go in. Okay, I'm starting with a little bit of Nebula and Atlantis, and I'm kind of mixing those. And oops, I waited too long. We're gonna just put this in the crease for now. I really kind of have to hurry up because I'm supposed to leave in 30 minutes and I don't even have my base on. Like, bitch, why are you even doing eyeshadow right now? I think I hate myself. Also, I just really want to make it clear that if this doesn't work out, we're just not wearing any makeup today. We're gonna go completely barefaced because I do not have time to start over like that. Girl, I feel like this is gonna look really insane before it looks good, okay? Just trust the process. I really cannot decide what colors I want to blend this with because it looks insane right now. I kind of want to do like a. We're gonna do this one, Galactic. Girl, I'm scared. Boyfriend, I'm nervous. Okay, just barely touching this color to this. I feel like it's gonna be cute. We're gonna just pack this color kind of on top of that one and slightly higher. This might end up being a little bit too bright for like the colors that are on my shirt. But honestly, I feel like that's more of a slay, right? No? I don't know. All of my clothes that I do my makeup in are destined to be stained. Like, I cannot help it. As soon as I start blending and I need to clean my brush, I'm like, okay, I'm actually nervous because I feel like this is kind of looking insane. But I'm going to blend it out with Cosmic, I think. I want it to be slightly more green than it looks right now. Like, compared to my shirt. See how it's a little bit more green? I don't know. These eyeshadows are blending so beautifully. It doesn't matter if it's too dark right here. We'll clean that up with concealer and foundation and whatever. But, I was gonna say, if you need any tips for eyeshadow, I always recommend to be really light-handed with your brushes, not just like the product that you're using, but especially like the way that you're holding the brush. I lost my other brush. Hold on, let me find it. So where you're holding your brush is gonna determine like how heavy the product will be. So if you want a more concentrated like area, you want to hold it closer to where the bristles are. So you can see when I'm doing like my really darkest color, I'm holding it a little bit closer versus when I'm doing the lighter blending colors, I'm using my fingers like all the way towards the end of the brush. And that kind of gives you like more of a fluffy dispersed look. But yeah, so I'm just gonna keep blending these until it makes sense, I guess, because right now it's looking a little bit insane. Another really good tip for eyeshadow is to always use really, really small brushes when you're going with your darker colors. Ooh, girl, this is blending so nice. It's giving deep blue sea. Let me finish blending this eye and we'll come back and do the shimmer together. My eyes are trying to water. Why would you not? Why would you not even try? Okay, I know that this looks a little bit insane. Like the blend looks really good. That's what I'm focused on right now. So we're going to use Wakanda from the Afro Galactic palette by Juvia's Place. Oh my god, this is so gorgeous. Yup, that's exactly what I wanted. And it looks even better if you get some of that dark blue like on your lid because it's going to have like a base underneath it. I'm going to bring this up pretty high. I'm basically going to completely cover almost that darkest purpley blue that we did. I'm really going to use this to blend with my finger. Gorgeous. Okay, I love the way that this looks, but I think we need a little bit more of a like a green tone. So I'm just going to take Infestation